Okay, yeah, don't mind the towel back here on the door. I was supposed to be washing it in a few minutes. But, anyways, yeah, I wanted to come on here real quick before I did that to talk to y'all about something right quick. So, I was watching this show called Tiny House Nation, and the one thing that stood out to me had nothing to do with the show, like nothing to do with the whole tiny house and the consultation and all that extra stuff. The thing that bothered me the most about this one episode, I forgot the name of it or whatever, all the people that was on there. I remember the little girl's name. But the reason why I remember the little girl's name, so they the cameraman cut to the scene of the little girl, and John was talking about the host. With one of the hosts, he was talking that does the consultation. If y'all seen the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. Well, who I'm talking about. The camera was already in the people's houses and focused on the little girl. Now, I'm gonna tell you what the little girl was doing. John wasn't even hadn't even stepped in, walked up to the door yet. So keep that in mind. The camera's already focused on the little girl. Okay, y'all know there's some creepy ass men out here, right? There's some disgusting ass men out here. And if they disgusting to, I'm gonna tell y'all what the little girl was doing and why I feel like that. But first, okay, let me tell you what they was doing first, cause get it all together in my head. Trying to keep this as short as possible. But so the little girl, while the camera was on her, we seen it because it was televised or whatever, and it was already recorded. It had to be recorded, edited, and all that. They could have cut all that out, but they didn't. So getting into what the little girl was doing, she couldn't be no more than 3 years old. But that's beside the point. Age ain't got nothing to do with. She should ain't. To me, she should ain't been doing. This is just how I feel about the situation. She on the couch doing flips on. Well, she got down off the couch and she rolling doing flips as much as a 2 or 3 year old can do on the floor. And the scene that they caught, she was on the floor with her legs open, spread or whatever. She had on, like, you know how like 2 year olds wear like those tutus, and that she had leggings on up under hers, and she had like a blue jean jacket over hers. But the thing is, you on the floor in front of this camera with your legs open. Her parents could have at least told her, no, P, we're gonna call her P. No, P, get up, don't do that. Get up and come in here, or just go pick her up and tell her to stop, or be like, pick her up and just take her with you. They did that throughout the rest of the show. Why all of a sudden nobody said anything, and then you just let this camera film your little 2 or 3 year old doing flips on the floor and caught the scene of her flipping with her legs open? That's not cute. And what I was gonna say, there's some creepy ass men out there. If a man would be creepy enough to me to just, when you walk by, I done had this happen many times. You walk by, I could wear leggings. I walk by, they just sitting there staring. Not up here. They staring down there. And I done had a guy, one of my exes, a while back, told me, he was like, and my husband told me the same thing too. He was like, people can, guys, when they look at you, they picturing more than what you showing them. They taking what you showing them and picturing it in multiple different ways. So for that little girl to be on camera and that's all out there, imagine how many times could have possibly been played on YouTube back and forth, just that little part, or on TV, pause and reverse, and pause and rewind, just that little part of the little girl with her legs open. There's some sick ass men out there and sick ass women out there. We're just gonna say there's some sick ass people out there that like stuff like that, that gets off on stuff like that. And that's very gross, disgusting, and every sense of every other disgusting, sick ass word you can put with that. So I feel like her parents failed themselves and her for the most part. Well, they could have told her when the host got in there, she was started doing the flip when John got in there. I'm like, you're not gonna, he just commented on the girl. She was already doing flips before he got in there. I'm like, and she's like, he's right here. She's like either right here in front of him or somewhere off to the side over here. I'm like, and she just stayed for a few seconds with her legs open. I'm like, on her back. I'm like, you're not gonna tell y'all daughter that's not a good, not to do that in front of company, in front of a strange man that y'all don't know. Y'all meeting for the first time. Y'all letting this man in y'all house for the first time because he doing a consultation with y'all about y'all getting a tiny home or whatever. Y'all just gonna let this little girl do that, and the camera's right there. Ain't no telling. John ain't the only man in there. The girl's dad is in there. There's cameramen and there's people behind the camera. There's other guys, people, period, behind that camera. And y'all just feminists not caring about the men that's in there, the other people that's in your house that never been there, that girl don't even know from a can of paint. And not thinking about that. And then that on top of that, this shit is gonna be televised because it's being filmed. So y'all just gonna let y'all's daughter just lay on her back with her legs open, even if it's for like 5.2 minutes or 2.5 seconds or even 2 seconds. Tell her no, correct her, and tell her to stop. Yeah, you can do what you want around your house. This is your home. Where we live is, like I say, I wouldn't let my daughter do that around her dad. I wouldn't even let my daughter do that around no strange man. No man, period. No strange people, period. I don't care. Like I just told my mama, I wouldn't care if my daughter had shorts on, jeans on, pants on, leggings, bicycle shorts. You're not finna do any of that. Not saying that John is that type of man, but what if there was like a creepy ass neighbor that had some kind of issues or was trying to, I don't know the word for it, was trying to keep all that in and hide behind his sick, twisted way of thinking. What if you had a child pee in there? Or should I say a chomo in there? And he was trying to hide it. Or if you had just a random neighbor that wasn't thinking about it, they'd look over there like, why y'all let y'all daughter do this in front of people? See, when I was growing up, this is how I know the world is like, to me, it's like they just don't care anymore about their children. When I was growing up, soon as my parents had any adults, friends come over, associates come over, they would always tell me, go in my room and play and stay out of grown folks' conversation. That way, it could keep me from being around. Now I'm getting it as I done got older. It's keeping me from being around strange adults that I never seen, and it's protecting me. That was their way of protecting me. Even though you got some strange ass, the mother should know, the father should know. There's some disgusting, strange ass, disgusting men where, hold on, excuse me, I had something in my tooth. But they should already know that men are disgusting towards women. Not all men. Some men do disgusting things towards women. Some men can look at a woman and have all these thoughts running through their head when they're looking at another woman. Men can be creepy towards women. Men can be disgusting towards women. Not all the men, just some of them. Now, because not all men are like that. But just like John wasn't even thinking twice about what the little girl was doing. He just said she was doing flips and kept on going with the conversation with the parents. But see, my issue with that is with the parents. Y'all could have picked up your child and corrected her. Be like, look, we not doing. I know if you want to go play, go in your room and go play. You can do flips in your room. But there's company over right now. You can't do that right now. When company leaving, it's just us at home. Then you can do whatever you want to do around the house. You can do flips in the kitchen, or you can do flips in the hallway, or wherever have you. Just don't do that in front of company. See, that's why, me personally, this is just how I feel. I would come back and implement some of the rules that I was taught when I was growing up. Because me looking back now, like, comparing then to now, thank God, none of that has ever happened to me. Yeah, I done had men, because I'm a woman, I done had men look at me with it, that look, or that disgusting look on their face, and only God knows what they were thinking at the time. But now talking to my husband, I'm like, talking to a man about that, I'm like, ugh. So men really do be thinking like that when they just be looking at a woman up and down and they stopping at one area? My husband like, yep, that's what they thinking. Because my husband looked at me, he was like, that's what I think when I look at you. I'm like, okay, it's okay for him to do that because we in a relationship. But to have a child, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, them parents should have said something. So yeah, I'm going to end this right here. This video already got long enough. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. If y'all seen that episode and y'all know what I'm talking about, leave it in the comment section below. Bye, guys. How do y'all feel about that? But yeah, bye, guys.